as the leagues in Europe, you understand that Africa, Asia, you understand is gradually coming to an end. You understand that we'll be taking a look at some of the transfers. Of course, teams in Sanda will be trying to fortify their teams. So Sanda are getting new players in Sanda ahead of the next season because the way it is in Sanda, you see the league is almost in Sanda coming to an end in different parts of the world. So let's take a look at some of the speculations in Sanda, done deals, and all that football-related activities transfer precisely in Sanda happening around Europe. So Arsenal Kai Havertz has just returned back from injury after a lengthy spell on the sideline in Sanda due to injury, which also affected Arsenal performance in the UEFA Champions League and also in the league. So he has returned back to full training and he was welcomed by the squad this afternoon through their open training section. So it's a big boost, a massive boost for Arsenal and Kai Havertz, even though in Sanda Kai Havertz will just be contributing later in Sanda as the league is coming to an end. But it's going to be a massive boost for Arsenal next season in Sanda. Congratulations for Arsenal in Sanda and Kai Havertz. It's no longer news that Carlo Ancelotti, former Real Madrid, I can call him former Real Madrid because he has already accepted to be the Brazilian national team manager. Of course, it's no longer news. We must have heard that. So he will be in charge of Brazil national team, and a lot of some goodies are in that transfer. So he said he will recall back Casemiro. Of course, Casemiro has been absent from Brazil national team. He said he needs a leader in Sanda and who can be able to be with the team. I think he has identified Casemiro as one and has decided to recall him back. Also, former Brazil and AC Milan player Kaka will be among his backroom stars who will be able to help him Sanda and achieve his aim Sanda in the Brazil national team. So let's see if he's going to do well as a national team manager. Because watching Carlo Ancelotti over time, he has been handling clubs as a coach, but this time around he has taken up the job to be a national team manager. So we wish him well in this future endeavor. Of course, his son David Ancelotti will not be joining his father. The young man says it's up to him to start up his own managerial career, and he was identified as Rangers has identified him. Of course, it's still speculation. Rangers says they have interest in that in David Ancelotti, the son of Carlo Ancelotti. Let's see if that deal in Sanda is going to happen or not happen, but all are still speculation. Of course, a Lille player Jonathan David in Sanda has decided to leave the club at the end of this current campaign. He said he's not going to renew his contract. Of course, he's now a free agent. Napoli and other clubs in England, in Spain, Germany and Italy all are jostling for his signature. Let's see where Jonathan David is going to end at the end of the day. Of course, Brighton, Bournemouth defender, of course, you know that young man, Bournemouth defender, Jimmy Hodgson is attracting a great interest in Sanda from Real Madrid. Of course, Real Madrid have already submitted their initial bid to Bournemouth ahead of negotiations for the services of that young Spanish defender. Let's see if the deal is going to happen.